Yo, what's up guys? In this video we're going to, I guess, take a look at whether or not it seems plausible for this whole Wayfair thing to be a cover-up for the Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein information about the Reddit account, or if it's somehow connected. I was doing some more research on 4chan. God, I can't believe I just said that. I was doing some more research on Poll. God, what is the world coming to? Where I'm going here. I'm unironically going here for reliable information. But anyway, I found something. There was a thread here that said, it's a lot of actually interesting stuff that popped up. So I started reading this one. Right? Was you Maxwell Hill really hurt? Methinks they linked this Wayfair thing to distract that Reddit is entirely Mossad and pedophile controlled. So I clicked on this. I was like, all right, let's see what they got. And I found this article by Motherboard, which is Vice's tech newspaper or tech category, whatever. And it says right here, the baseless Maxwell Hill conspiracy shows how companies have failed to protect random users who have somehow become the subject of social media frenzies. Let's see if they have a link to the article. No, they do not. I actually read this before. This came out right after it, Maxwell Hill. Right after the whole thing like popped up, right? And I read this, and the counter argument is not really that good, right? It's like the conspiracy theory suggests, like the quote unquote evidence is that they have the word Maxwell in the name. That's the evidence, right? Where if you actually if you look at it, watch my other video about it, there's a lot of indicators that show that this is actually the same person, right? Specifically, the gaps in posting. Like, this person hasn't put, they post every day, all day for fucking 15 years. And then when Ghislaine Maxwell gets arrested, they don't post anymore. How do you explain that? You know what I mean? Plus all the other stuff, the pedophile, not supporting pedophiles, but like kind of defending them. Anyway, all kinds of information. But they wrote this long article that basically says that it's not true and it's like fake and blah, blah, blah. And then, and we'll get back to the Wayfair thing in a second, but if you look at this site that is called Reddit Investigator, and I found this from another, I think, another 4chan post, right? Reddit Investigator, you type in the person's username and it shows you all of this information about them. So what I thought was interesting here is that they show the submissions, right? They show all of the submissions for all of the links. And this can't be all of it because this person posted fucking shit every day for 15 years. So for sure, a lot of these have been deleted. Because this is like every day for 15 years, this person posts fucking, I don't know, 50 links a day or something. So for sure, a ton of this has been deleted. 130 submissions to Vice. Vice is the #1 submission place, whatever, website submission place, that was posted to by Ghislaine Maxwell. Okay, interesting, fine. And then, scroll down a little bit more. There's some like conspiracy stuff. Maxwell Hill and N Utensil is suspected to be a like alternate account for Maxwell Hill. These keywords are banned in the moderation of technology, so you're not allowed to use those keywords, interestingly enough. Why is that? Oh, another one. On the front page of Our World News, an effective default sub with 23 million subs, 30% of the posts are from Maxwell Hill. Interesting. And then what else is there? Okay, so I thought this was interesting too, right? Maxwell Hill, this is from a, I think this is it says vesting rich list. These are people, as far as I understand, some crypto people out there, feel free to, whatever, correct me, but like vesting, this is like people who own a share in this, or a stake in this, I guess. What year is this from? 2016. So this is right when crypto started to get big. Maxwell Hill, and what's up here? Wayfarer 3, right? And this person says, yeah, give me a sec, I'll post everything that links the two. Let's start with Wayfarer and Maxwell Hill being connected through Bitcoin/Bitcoin alternatives. Notice they are continually in the same holder list or in the same receipt list for making transactions. And then this is another one, Badass Mother. Okay, Badass Mother, this person has a lot of, transactions from Wayfarer and Maxwell Hill. So we'll see in this one, right? Where is this? Wayfair, transfer 470 Steam to badass mother. When was this? Is there a date? April? No, it doesn't have the date. No date on here. Anyway, Steam was worth up to $12 at one point. I know because I used to post on Steemit, and I was pretty involved in that community back in the day. Kind of strange how they're popping up here for some reason. Probably because there's no transaction fee for transferring Steam. What is this? So Maxwell Hill 4, transfer 125 Steam to badass mother. Maxwell Hill 3. Like, I don't get it, dude. Like, you're a fucking Mossad agent, right? Theoretically. You're doing some fucking shady shit. You're not just doing this because you're fucking bored. Posting all this, like, leftist propaganda on Reddit, you know? At least come up with some different usernames, you know? Come up with some different shit. Like, this stuff is all public. That's the thing about blockchain, is it's all public. You know, you can go, you look up any transaction anytime, and this fucking person made 6 usernames with the same fucking shit. It's retarded. Anyway, whatever. What is this one? So this links, I think... No, okay. I was going to say this links them to... Oh, so this is interesting. This is the Maxwell Hill 6123. This is a facility linked to 611 Folsom Street in your vagina. And 611 Folsom Street may refer to anything of or relating to NSA warrantless surveillance controversy and all of this other fucking shady shit. Ghislaine Maxwell, this shows her birthday was in December. This is interesting to note, was not mentioned in the Vice article. Maxwell Hill, the post is the season in which you're born can have a dramatic and persistent effect. Born in winter have a higher risk number of neurological disorders. I guess I'm doomed, I'm born in December. And there was something in here that said like, oh, the cutoff for winter is December 21st. And then the follow-up comment to this person, Maxwell Hill, said, oh, well, it's actually later than that, you know, so I'm still fucked, right? So kind of, what's it called? Condemning. Anyway, whatever. Where's the stuff that links it to fucking Wayfair? There was more in here. Let's see here. Sorry about this. Usually a little bit more organized. Actually, I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, so this is what I said, right? I guess I'm doomed, born in December, but winter doesn't officially start till the 21st. It doesn't help, dude. It's past that date. Sucks for you, bro. 11 days. Alright, so this shows that they haven't posted since Ghislaine Maxwell was arrested. Where's the fucking Wayfair shit? Let's see. Oh, here we go. Well, okay, this is another one. So this guy, Niraj Shah, CEO of Wayfair, also director of the Federal Reserve Bank in Boston. So, okay, all right, so enough for this thread. There was more stuff in here, but what I started looking up is... Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe it was this one. Rachel. No. Maybe... Oh, here we go. I think it was this one. Rachel. Okay, so this person, Rachel Chandler. I never heard of Rachel Chandler before, but Rachel Chandler is the young lady who is photographed with Prince Andrew in that photo of them, right? So like this girl, this is an article about Rachel Chandler that was posted a year ago, almost exactly to the day. Rumors swirling that one of Epstein's underage prostitutes has provided damaging information on Epstein's friends and accomplices. So these are just rumors, they're unsubstantiated. This is our boy Bill Clinton, Rachel Chandler. I don't really know who this girl is. Like, why is this girl famous? Like, it's one of these people, it's like, who is this girl, why is she famous, kind of thing. This is her. This is the picture with Prince Andrew. And again, these things in and of themselves are not condemning per se. Like, okay, taking a picture with some famous people is not a big deal. You know, taking a picture with Eminem, not a big deal, right? But like, how does this girl, I don't know how she knows all these people. Ray.Chandler is her username for some reason. This is her with Prince Andrew. This is supposedly an image of Epstein's like sex island or whatever, pedo island. And so this was, as far as I know, this was like a month or two before Epstein was either arrested or was killed or committed suicide. And then if we scroll down here, I thought this comment was pretty interesting. For those of you wondering when Trump and Barr are going to act, the arrest of Epstein was the opening salvo. More accurately, the flares that go up to expose the enemies before you begin the assault. How? Simple. Epstein, like the deep state, was in the blackmail business, as techno_fog pointed out and the GP reported. Epstein was an FBI informant. Okay. We know that the deep state had a mechanism to spy on and blackmail judges, politicians, and bureaucrats. But what if you have someone who is a straight arrow, relatively speaking? That's where Epstein comes in. Wines and dines them, takes them on his private jet, takes them to his private island, gets them drunk, gets some girl who looks older than she is to flirt with them, make sure everything is on video. Blackmail only works if the information being used to blackmail is private. Blah, blah, blah. I thought this was interesting. All right, Epstein being arrested just signaled to a lot of people in a very public way that their misdeeds are about to go very public, making any blackmail material that the deep state had was worthless. So here's what I don't understand. If Epstein was an informant for the FBI, why would the FBI arrest Epstein? That doesn't make sense. He was arrested by the FBI, right? So if he's an informant, that implies that they would not arrest him, right? Unless he broke some sort of like protocol. Also, if Epstein was Mossad, he would not have been arrested by the FBI. You know, you could say, unless either one hand is not talking to the other, because one, you know, you could make the argument that like, okay, the FBI and CIA, fine, there's a little competition between the agencies, as I know from movies, that's my source, right? But still technically on the same side, right? Or wrong? Am I wrong? Let me know if I'm wrong. So if they're on the same side, and I guess we could assume that the CIA and the Mossad are on the same side, right? It's the same. Or they have a lot of overlapping interests, let's say. Arguably even more than the FBI and the CIA have, right? So anyway, there was something here. This is another comment about Rachel Chandler that I thought was interesting. They were groomed for it. That's why Rachel Chandler ran a modeling agency. Many were promised fame and fortune, only to find out how little their lives were valued by the deep state elites. So where is this? This is a modeling agency, Midland.agency, that is run by Rachel Chandler, or somebody named Rachel Chandler. I don't know if this is the same Rachel Chandler or not. Oh, here we go, maybe. Crunchbase, let's take a look here. Rachel Chandler is a partner, blah, blah, blah. New York. No images here. I don't know, whatever. Did they lock me out of this bullshit? Stupid. Oh, here we go. Read more. But that does kind of line up, right? You own a modeling agency. You're a young, attractive girl. Model. There's a fair bit of interaction between models and people with lots of money. Models are also generally very young. And then something else that I found interesting was, here we go, recruiting manager at Wayfair. Rachel Chandler, assistant vice president and recruiting manager at Wayfair. Now, this, when you search for this, let me see here. There is, somebody says to search for, okay, here we go. Where was it? There we go. When you search for this, Rachel Chandler, LinkedIn, Boston, Massachusetts, Wayfair. I don't know, is this Rachel Chandler girl, is she from Boston or something? I don't really know. But anyway, when you search for that, this comes up. This is the Rachel Chandler that pops up, so it's a different Rachel Chandler. And there's nothing on here with information about Wayfair, as far as I know. Yeah, there's nothing on here about Wayfair, so it's been scrubbed. Is this a real person? I'm not sure. They say they work for a legal organization and have gone to Duke University, so I guess if somebody wants to check that out, they probably can. It is possible this is a different person, but why is this showing up in the Google results then? Recruiting manager at Wayfair? Like, this is kind of by itself, maybe, I don't know. It's weird, right? It's pretty weird. And this, like, does not show up anymore, right? This is, if you search this, Wayfair, oops, nothing, right? Nothing's popping up here. Nothing. So that has been removed or was deleted over time. And again, those things in and of themselves don't necessarily incriminate this person per se, but it's all of this stuff together that doesn't add up. And again, like I said, how fucking dumb are you, man? You're the fucking CIA or the Mossad. Like, you understand that shit is saved online, right? Like, you know that. You can fucking take a screenshot, or like the archive.org Wayback Machine. I don't know. Kind of makes you think, like, is Google in on it too? I don't know, it's pretty fucked up. And then the last thing that I thought was interesting There's something else in here. Anyway, here's the point. I don't think this Wayfair incident is being used to cover up Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein. I think they are connected to it in some way. I mean, honestly, the whole thing is completely fucking ridiculous, and I'm surprised that this even happens, really. Like, it's insane to me to even think that. But if both of these things did happen, if it actually is true, if we take it for face value, I wouldn't be surprised if they're connected. Seriously, straight up. Are they connected? Did they really happen? I don't really know. It's fun to think about. It's like horoscopes kind of thing. There is a lot of evidence. So, like, let's just dig a little deeper and see what we find, right? But please don't kill me, CIA. Please don't blow up my car. Like, I don't care that much. And anyway, the final thought that I wanted to, like, close with on this video, because I've been thinking about this after making a few videos on this, is that I don't understand why intelligence agencies would push the liberal agenda so hard. I don't understand. I don't think, because isn't the purpose of, like, the CIA or fucking Mossad is like, those are nationalist organizations, right? At least in Israel, like, I'm Israeli. I was in the army over there. I know. I mean, I don't have any, like, confirmed people who are in the Mossad that I know who have told me, like, hey, I'm in the Mossad. But, like, you know, if I had to guess, I could probably guess a couple people who are in, right? I won't say, obviously, but, like, you know, whatever. Anyway, the point is this, is that the people who go for those types of roles, the people who are recruited for those roles are all fucking nationalist people. They're not liberal. They're not fucking, let's make a peace deal with the Palestinians. They're not like that at all. They're fucking hardcore nationalist people. And I would assume that it's the same in the CIA as well, right? Like, intelligence agency, you're doing fucked up shit for your country. You're gonna have to bend the rules. You're not doing it to fucking make peace with Iran. You know, that's not the reason you're doing it. You're doing it to fucking strengthen America. And the reason why this doesn't make sense to me is because posting fucking liberal propaganda for 15 hours a day on one of the biggest news sites in the United States, if not the world, doesn't make the country stronger, right? It doesn't make sense. Posting this fucking coronavirus shit nonstop on the news, pushing the narrative that it's really deadly and guys, you need to wear a mask and stay inside or we're all going to die, that doesn't make the country stronger. So I'm thinking, like, what's the benefit here? Who's actually benefiting from this? And why, if the CIA, for example, is actually involved, why are they doing it? What's the point? Really, what is the actual point of doing this? It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, that's my theory. That's my video. Let me know what you think about that. If you guys have any other additional information, something I've missed, let me know. Leave me a comment, link to whatever you want me to link to. I'll put all of these links in the description of this video. Peace.